What if everything you've ever believed about aging is completely wrong? What if the fatigue, stiffness, and gradual decline that doctors chalk up to normal aging aren't inevitable at all, but preventable? At 94, I live entirely medication-free. I drive myself, cook my meals, and maintain the health markers of someone 3 decades younger. 2 years ago, during my annual checkup, my doctor was so shocked by my results, he thought the lab had made a mistake. My body showed the biological profile of someone in their early 60s. His next question, "What's your secret?" I told him, 5 simple morning habits I've followed for years. They don't require fancy supplements, medical breakthroughs, or expensive treatments. These habits work with your body's natural rhythms. Anyone can start them tomorrow. Meanwhile, I watch friends half my age juggling pill organizers and struggling with daily tasks. I move through life independently with clarity and energy. And here's the most astonishing part. One of these habits takes just 4 minutes, yet 92% of older adults completely ignore it. This small daily act plays a critical role in protecting your brain, yet because the decline happens slowly and silently, most people don't realize what they've lost until it's too late. These 5 habits are more than just wellness tips. They're the foundation of a life lived on your own terms. They're about maintaining your freedom, your dignity, and your spark, so your later years are filled with vitality, not limitations. The difference between aging with grace and aging with struggle. It often starts with what you do in the first hour after waking. But before we dive in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss proven practical health strategies designed for your golden years. And if this video helps you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0, so I know how to improve and keep serving you better. Strategic morning hydration, the 30-second ritual that reawakens your cells every night while you sleep. Your body quietly loses up to 1 liter of water through respiration and perspiration. Yet what do most people, especially seniors, do the moment they wake up? They reach for coffee or tea. But here's the hidden danger. These beverages don't hydrate you, they make dehydration worse. This seemingly harmless habit sets off a domino effect of problems: joint stiffness, brain fog, fatigue, dizziness, and eventually accelerated aging. But the good news? It's completely preventable. The science is clear. Dehydration ages. Faster researchers at Johns Hopkins Medicine found that even mild dehydration in adults over 65 can decrease brain function by 27%, increase inflammation markers by 31%. This isn't just about thirst. It's about how your cells, brain, and joints function at the most fundamental level. Waking up in a dehydrated state is like starting a car with no oil. You're grinding down every system before the day even begins. Take Eleanor, an 82-year-old woman who battled daily headaches, fatigue, and dizziness for years. Despite multiple prescriptions and doctor visits, nothing helped, until she corrected one overlooked issue: morning dehydration. Within weeks of adopting proper hydration upon waking, her headaches vanished, her energy returned, and her quality of life skyrocketed. Why morning hydration is different and critical. When you're dehydrated, synovial fluid in your joints thickens, increasing friction and stiffness. Brain cells struggle to fire and clear waste, worsening mental fog and impairing memory. Metabolic waste lingers in the brain, contributing to long-term cognitive decline. You're not just a little dry. Your entire system is working harder to compensate. The morning hydration protocol takes less than 30 seconds. Each night before bed, fill a glass with 16 ounces of room temperature water. Add a small pinch of natural salt, like Himalayan or sea salt. Place it on your nightstand. Each morning, drink the full glass immediately upon waking, before coffee, tea, or breakfast. That's it. Room temperature water absorbs faster than cold. The salt helps your cells absorb water via osmotic balance, A squeeze of lemon is okay if you need flavor, just don't add sweeteners or anything that spikes insulin. The results? Noticeable within days. Less joint stiffness, sharper mental clarity, more consistent energy, better digestion, improved skin elasticity. This is not about drinking gallons of water all day. It's about correcting a specific, critical hydration gap in the first minutes of your morning. I've followed this habit religiously for nearly 20 years, ever since I was 75. Now at 94, I remain medication-free, mentally sharp, and fully independent. Your cells are dehydrated right now. Don't let another morning pass without giving your body what it desperately needs to thrive. Morning sunlight, the natural reset button for your body and mind. Inside you is an extraordinary system, a biological clock that regulates nearly every function of your body, from hormone production to immune response. But here's the surprising part. This intricate system can be thrown completely off track by missing just one short window each morning. According to Stanford University's Center for Sleep Sciences, 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight exposure within the first hour of waking can reset your internal clock and boost serotonin levels by a remarkable 42% in older adults. But skip this window, and the consequences are immediate and measurable. A University of Colorado study found that missing morning sunlight increases the risk of depression by 69% and disrupts sleep patterns in as little as a few days. It's not just any light that matters. Early morning sunlight contains specific wavelengths that activate specialized receptors in your eyes called melanopsin receptors. These receptors then send signals to your brain's master clock, located in the hypothalamus, which orchestrates over 150 essential processes including hormone production, like cortisol and melatonin, immune system regulation, digestive enzyme release, body temperature, and energy levels. Miss this signal, and your biological systems start falling out of sync, increasing your risk for inflammation, poor sleep, metabolic issues, and even cognitive decline. Robert, 78, had battled insomnia for years. Despite taking regular afternoon walks for exercise and fresh air, he relied heavily on sleep medications. What he didn't realize? Timing was everything. Once he began walking within 30 minutes of waking, even for just 10 minutes, he noticed a dramatic shift. Within weeks, he weaned off all sleep medications. The light didn't change, the timing did. When your circadian rhythm is disrupted, everything suffers. If you're not getting proper morning light exposure, your brain continues producing melatonin far past its natural stop time. This leads to grogginess and mental fog during the day, poor sleep quality at night, higher inflammation levels, disrupted metabolism and nutrient absorption. It's not just about sleep. It's about how your entire body performs during the day and recovers at night. Northwestern University researchers have shown that older adults with disrupted circadian rhythms experience faster rates of muscle loss and cognitive decline than those with stable morning routines. How to implement this habit? No special equipment needed. The technique is simple, but consistency is key. Here's what to do. Within 30 to 60 minutes of waking, go outside for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Expose your eyes to natural sunlight, no sunglasses, no windows in between. If it's overcast, stay out a bit longer. Clouds reduce intensity, but not the effect. Do not substitute with indoor light. It lacks the critical wavelengths your body needs. This isn't just a feel-good ritual, it's a biological necessity. Aligning with your body's natural rhythms improves sleep, elevates mood, boosts energy, and protects long-term cognitive and physical health. At 94, I've practiced this habit for nearly 2 decades, and I've never needed sleep medication or suffered the mental fog that so many seniors face daily. Your internal clock is waiting for a signal. Give it the light it needs, and watch your body respond in remarkable ways. The morning light mistake. that's silently disrupting your health. It's not enough to simply get sunlight sometime during the day. To reset your body's internal clock and reap the full benefits, you must step outside within the first 30 minutes of waking and spend 10 to 15 minutes in natural morning light every single day. Even on cloudy mornings, this exposure works. But here's the critical detail most people miss. Avoid wearing glasses, sunglasses, or contact lenses if possible. Why? Because glass and plastic lenses filter out key wavelengths of light, the very ones your brain needs to reset your circadian rhythm. And no, skin exposure isn't enough. The light must pass through your eyes to activate your brain's master clock. If harsh weather or location prevents outdoor exposure, sit near a window. It's better than nothing, though only about 50% as effective as being outside. In areas with limited sunlight, such as northern winters, a medical-grade light therapy box can help. Choose one specifically designed for circadian regulation, not just general lighting. Still, whenever possible, natural light remains the gold standard. The long-term impact: more than just better sleep. With consistent morning light exposure, here's what many people, especially seniors, report. After 1 week, easier time falling asleep and waking naturally. After 1 month, improved mood, more stable energy, and better digestion. Ongoing, a stronger immune system, reduced inflammation, and even slower cognitive decline. These benefits compound. Like tuning a fine instrument, your biological clock becomes more accurate and resilient with each passing day. Tomorrow morning, your body will be waiting for a signal. That signal is light. Not just any light. Morning light, at the right time, in the right way. It costs nothing. It takes only minutes. And it unlocks a cascade of health benefits that no supplement or medication can replicate. So step outside, let the light hit your eyes, and never miss this window again. The 4-minute morning routine that protects and sharpens your brain every morning. Your brain silently loses up to 30,000 neural connections. This isn't a scare tactic, it's a scientific reality rooted in how the aging brain works. But here's the breakthrough. A simple 4-minute morning cognitive routine can not only prevent this loss, it can reverse it. Yet 92% of older adults skip this critical step, ignoring what may be the single most important window for lifelong brain health. The science. Why mornings matter more than you think. Neuroscientists at Harvard Medical School have uncovered something remarkable. Performing short cognitive exercises immediately after waking boosts neuroplasticity, brain flexibility, by 37%, decision-making and focus for the entire day. Why? Because first thing in the morning, your brain is flooded with a powerful growth compound called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, often called miracle grow for the brain. BDNF peaks in the morning and declines quickly. If you don't engage your brain during this window, the opportunity is lost. At 86, Margaret was recovering from hip surgery. She had to pause physical therapy, but not her morning brain routine. By continuing her 4-minute cognitive ritual, her thinking stayed sharp, her memory intact, and her mood stable, even as her body healed. And it's no coincidence. The National Institute on Aging reports that skipping morning brain activity increases the risk of dementia by 29% over time. The 4-to-4 cognitive priming routine takes just 4 minutes. Each morning, do the following 4 simple tasks, 1 minute each. Solve one math problem, activates logic, focus, and calculation areas. Recall one specific memory example. What did my 30th birthday look like? Stimulates your brain's memory centers and strengthens recall. Learn 4 new words plus definitions, boosts language acquisition and comprehension. Visualize your day ahead, activates executive function, planning, and emotional regulation. Prepare the night before to eliminate morning friction. Set up your prompts in advance. A math or logic problem. A specific memory cue. 4 new vocabulary words. A quiet space for mental visualization. What to expect. Day 1, sharper thinking, better decision-making. Week 2, improved recall, easier word finding. Month 1, plus, measurable protection against cognitive decline. I've done this ritual every morning since I turned 70. Today, at 94, I remain mentally sharp, engaged, and independent. It's the smallest habit with the biggest impact on my mind. Your brain is most alive in the first few minutes of your day. Use them wisely and protect the sharpness that defines who you are. The 7-minute movement that heals, not harms, aging joints. Most seniors unknowingly make their pain worse each morning by doing the wrong stretches. They're following outdated advice meant for younger bodies, and it's silently damaging their joints. Research from the Mayo Clinic confirms that the wrong morning movements can increase inflammation by 31%. But there's good news. A gentle, targeted mobility sequence can reduce stiffness and pain by 44% in just 2 weeks, without medications, physical therapy, or intense exercise. Why what worked at 50 can hurt at 70 plus. As we age, collagen in our joints and connective tissues becomes drier and less elastic. That means aggressive stretches, like toe touches, neck rolls, or twisting at the spine, can cause micro-tears, worsening pain and accelerating mobility loss. But movement isn't the problem. It's the wrong kind of movement. At 85, Thomas used a walker and felt he was shrinking into himself. His morning routine? Stretching habits he had learned in his 50s. When he replaced those with a safe, joint-friendly mobility sequence, the transformation was stunning. Within weeks, he walked unassisted. His balance improved. His confidence returned. He didn't need a new medication. He needed a new movement strategy. Do this every morning before breakfast, just 7 minutes. This gentle, structured series warms the body from the inside out, preparing joints before you challenge them. Seated shoulder rotations, loosen shoulders and neck tension. Seated marching activates hips and improves circulation. Doorway chest expansions, opens posture and relieves upper body tightness. Supported squats, builds lower body strength without strain. Use a chair or counter. Ankle circles, improves balance and joint lubrication. Important, do them in this order. This sequence gradually raises body temperature, increases blood flow, and primes your nervous system before putting any load on your joints. This isn't exercise, it's strategic mobility, a science-backed way to preserve function, flexibility, and independence without injury. It works with your aging physiology, not against it, making it ideal for adults over 70 who want to move more easily in the morning, reduce stiffness and pain, maintain balance and coordination, regain confidence in their body. In just 2 weeks, you'll notice less stiffness, getting out of bed, easier movement throughout the day, improved posture and balance, a growing sense of control over your body. You don't need to stretch harder. You need to move smarter with movements designed for your current stage of life. Start tomorrow. Reclaim your mobility, one gentle movement at a time. Morning protein, power, the muscle-preserving habit. You're probably missing after age 70. Your body stops responding to protein the way it used to. You can eat the same amount, but build less muscle from it. This condition is called anabolic resistance, and it's one of the hidden causes behind strength loss, fatigue, and frailty in older adults. But here's the good news. You can overcome it by doing one powerful thing each morning. Studies show that seniors need about 30 grams of high-quality protein in a single meal to effectively stimulate muscle repair and growth. And the most effective time to get it? Right after waking up. Your body enters a daily anabolic window in the morning, a short period when it's most primed to absorb and use protein. Miss this window and you miss your strongest opportunity to maintain muscle mass. Doing light mobility, like the inside-out mobility sequence, before breakfast increases blood flow to your muscles, making them more responsive to protein intake. It's the ideal 1-2 punch. Wake up your body gently. Feed your muscles with purpose. You don't need to cook a gourmet breakfast. You just need to be strategic. Try one of these: 2 eggs plus 1/2 cup cottage cheese, Greek yogurt plus 1 scoop protein powder, smoothie with whey or plant protein plus collagen peptides, leftovers from last night's protein-rich dinner. Yes, even in the morning. Avoid sugary carbs like white toast or sweetened fruit right after your routine. These can spike insulin and blunt the muscle-building impact of protein during your anabolic window. Within days, more energy in the morning, reduced cravings, and less afternoon fatigue. Within weeks, better grip strength, easier balance, and greater ease getting out of chairs. Within 3 months, measurable increases or preservation of lean muscle mass. Morning protein is not just about nutrition. It's a strategy for strength, independence, and vitality. Pair it with 4-4 Brain Challenge for sharper focus and cognitive protection, inside-out mobility sequence for safe, joint-friendly movement, morning hydration plus sunlight for full-body energy and cellular function. This is your new morning blueprint for exceptional aging. No gimmicks, no extreme routines, just science-backed habits that align with your body's natural rhythms. Start tomorrow morning. Nourish your strength. Protect your independence. You're not just eating breakfast, you're building your future. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's one insight that resonated with you today? One shift you're ready to make? Leave a comment below and share it. Let's walk this path together. If you've made it this far, let us know. Rate this video from 1 to 10 in the comments and tell us what you thought of the content. Your feedback helps us bring you more powerful, life-saving information. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update about your health. Thank you for watching and take care of your health. It takes care of you.